Struggle with traditional schooling. Okay, you know that Jane thought that this school is boring
Yeah.
and very dull. Okay, and yeah, very repetitive. So she couldn't uh, be content with school method
Yeah.
because also she was getting nervous. She got a dream of okay traveling to Africa to speak a good English. Okay, but even the teacher couldn't speak English properly. Okay,
Yeah.
and nowadays most teachers like this. Although she was a top student, okay, enjoyed English, biology, even reading or writing award, but struggled to see how her classes would help her reach, her dream of travel to Africa. Okay, okay, tell me about it. Well, why do you think Jane found the class boring and very repetitive?
Uh, because she won the school that helped her achieve her dream of going to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
but the school was so boring. And,
So after graduating,
after graduating,
what did Jane feel?
she stayed homesick and lay in bed.
Yeah, Jane felt lost because career path for women were mostly limited to teaching, nursing, or secretarial work.
Yeah.
Okay, at the time there was a very kind of deep discrimination between men and women. Women
Like
couldn't
Martin Luther King.
make a dream come true because uh, she's very kind of limited. Okay, to a job career. All right. Okay. Following mother's advice that a secretary couldn't find work anywhere, Jane moved to London.
Yeah.
Tell me about the London period time.
London period
What happened to
time.
it?
It happened to
She went to London, and what she
she
did?
She helped Aunt Ollie's physical therapy clinic, which helped people recover from injuries.
Uh huh. Yeah. So what did she learn from London?
She learned
Shorthand,
shorthand,
typing, and bookkeeping.
and bookkeeping.
So searching for a purpose in London. Okay. So Jane had a few jobs. What is that?
Some waiter,
Mm-hmm.
kind of waiter, and kind of she helped Aunt Molly's physical therapy clinic.
Uh huh. Yeah. Working at a physical therapy clinic at Oxford University, where she eventually found a more creative role at a film introduction company. What did she find? Film production company. To make a film.
To make
The company where they make a film. Make a movie.
theater.
Yeah, theater. A company. But do you think that she was satisfied with the job?
No.
No. She remained unsatisfied because why?
She still want to go to Africa.
None of these jobs brought her closer to a true passion, Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about turning point? She got to turning point. What is that?
What means turning point?
Turning point means there was a period, there was a time that she changed her mind, and she found, wow, that is a way that I can, okay, just make it work, okay,
Yeah.
and kind of just a time that she find a way. There's a way that can make her dream come true. What is that? What is turning point?
Turning point.
Invitation to Kenya.
Invitation to Kenya.
Tell me about the Kenya story.
Kenya story.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Jane's mother, Van,
Van
encouraged her never to give up on a dream. Hey, there's still have a way, Yeah.
So
What is that?
She decided to have the money, so she moved to London.
Yeah, Jane got a letter from a school friend named, Chloe. Tell me about the Chloe. What is that?
Chloe is her friend.
Yeah, so she invited her to stay at a family house, farm, in Kenya for 6 months. Tell me about it.
She wants Jane to stay in her home for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew that she would dream of some animals, so she just asked Jane to go to visit her father's farm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So there was a determination and departure. She worked as a waitress. What is that? That's that story.
Story was about the waitress.
Yeah, about her, how to become a waitress, and so what did she make,
After considering that the offer was still good, Jane moved to Berlin, got a job as a waitress.
You know that she's a student, but she couldn't afford to, enjoy the trip, book a ticket, book a flight to Africa, Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
So she got to work. She got to work part-time to make money, for the trip to Kenya. So that Jane moved home and worked a lot as a waitress, becoming skilled enough to carry 13 plates at once. After 4 months of saving, she bought a ticket. That's it. That's her story. Tell me about it. The process, how to make money for the ticket.
She can able to carry 13 plates
That's
at a
it.
time.
Yeah.
Without a tray.
Yeah. 13 plates, at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Skilled enough. She must have got paid a lot because she was better than the other, waitress.
Yeah.
Keep going.
About the waitress, when she was having the time of her life, when the rocking of the train made people feel sick and forced them to go to their cabins, Jane sat at the front of the ship because that's where it moved the most. And when the skirt sunburned the other passengers to upgrade, Jane's skin had started to tan. 1 is 10.
Kenya?
Her kind of skin started tan.
10 means peeled. When you got sunlight, sunlight for long, then your skin peeled. Okay, peeled. Your skin, peeled means there's a kind of itching. Yeah, skin get tan, turned into black.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back in 1990 or 2000, most women want to get suntanned. Why? That means she can, that can improve her immunity. Prevent herself from having a cold. But there was a not kind of pretty good way to get suntanned. Anyhow, while other passengers got seasick during the rough voyage, Jane embraced adventure. Tell me about this story.
Jane sat at the front of the ship because that's where it moved the most.
So, how did Jane feel about school in general?
In general?
Feel about school? She found the school life routine and outright boring. Which science subject did Jane learn about in a biology class?
About the biology class.
She studied
She studied
heredity and evolution.
And evolution.
What was Jane's experience with dissection? Dissection.
She studied
Yeah.
to cut
She
open
dissected a rabbit
red.
to examine its heart and brain. Okay.
Ew.
Took apart there.
My mom said when she was young, she just peeled the fish.
And kind of frog.
Ew.
We used to dissect frog. Took them apart. Then there's a kind of a heart and brain. Okay.
Ew.
Or some kind of guts.
Gross.
Disgusting. After I saw that, I couldn't eat. For 2 meals. Okay. That always remind me of stuff. Okay. So I felt yucky whenever I saw food.
입맛 떨어져.
Yeah. In which non-science subject did Jane excel? Excel means got ahead of others.
English for her writing.
Yeah, English and for writing. Okay. What did Jane feel depressed during a final year of boarding school? Do you know boarding school? What is boarding school?
What is
Boarding school is a kind of dormitory where a student after class they don't go home, they stay in this place. There are many boarding schools here in Korea too. Okay,
They sleep in there?
they sleep in there with their friend, so they don't go home. They might go home just once, maybe just every just 3 months, okay, for vacation. But every time they stay at school or they stay at the dormitory.
What?
Yeah, there's dormitory. Have you ever heard 기숙사? Dormitory,
기숙사.
boarding
Harry
class.
Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. Okay. There's a boarding. Okay. We can say boarding school. Yeah, boarding school is some students like it because they are not interrupted by their mom. Okay, they can do something free, but there's a lot of rules, that you should keep. You cannot get out, after like 7 o'clock. That you cannot get out. You have to stay in the dormitory. There's a rule, okay?
Oh my God.
Only
How
in the
about
weekend.
shopping?
You can go shopping, but there's some time limit. From what time to what time you got to come back, okay?
Wow.
If you don't, then you will get a bad grade, okay, like this.
대학 간
Yeah, even university. So now, tell me, why Jane feel depressed, during a final year of boarding school? Why? She couldn't see how her studies would help achieve a dream of going to Africa. What does the book define heredity? What is that? Passing of trait from parent to their offspring via genes. Do you know offspring? The kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Ancestor, the parents. So ancestor, offspring, opposite. Okay. Let's move on to section 2, early career and struggle. What were the common career choices for women in the 1950s?
In 1950.
Career options are most limited to being a teacher, nurse, or secretary.
To be.
They couldn't be a boss. They couldn't be a boss. They couldn't be, captain. Okay? Their options are very limited to teacher, nurse, secretary. That's it. So most women are discriminated. They could not, get hired.
Still?
No, not right now. There are many bosses, so don't be depressed, okay? Your option, a sky limit. Why did Jane decide to attend secretarial school? Secretarial school. Her mother advised her that secretary could find a job anywhere, even in Africa. How long did Jane study at the secretarial school in London? How long?
Maybe about
10 months.
10 months.
What specific skills did Jane learn at the secretarial school? She learned
About
typing,
typing,
shorthand,
shorthand,
and bookkeeping.
and bookkeeping. What is shorthand?
Shorthand means to write something so fast in a short time. To write something fast. So whenever somebody heard that, somebody say something, shorthand means there is some kind of shorthand skill. Okay, understand? So she can dictate, what they're talking about. Speaking so fast, but doesn't matter, There's a shorthand skills. Where was Jane's first job after graduating from secretarial school?
Well, secretarial school.
After graduate, what's her first job?
The first job.
She worked at our Aunt Ollie physical therapy clinic. Physical therapy clinic, okay?
Physical therapy clinic.
What was Jane's role at Oxford University?
On Oxford University.
She got a higher paying job that involved typing and filling documents. Why did Jane become bored with the job at Oxford? She found the repetitive task of typing, boring, uninteresting. What was the closest she got to Africa while working in Oxford?
Working at first, she helped.
Closest she got to Africa. While working in Oxford, it was finding a hat for the Emperor of Ethiopia during an honorary degree ceremony. What advice did Jane's mother, Van, give her about her career? She always told Jane, never give up, even work so hard. She would find a way. What tasks did Jane perform at the film production company?
The production country.
She did everything from music selection and film editing to makeup and modeling. Who invited Jane to Africa?
To
Kenya.
Kenya.
Her good friend. Marie-Claude invited her.
Yeah.
Where exactly in Africa was Jane invited to visit?
Jane invited to visit.
She was invited to a farm outside,
From
Kenya. How long did Claude invite Jane to stay?
6 months.
6 months. What job did Jane take to save money for a trip?
For her trip,
And she moved back
she
to
moved back to
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth.
worked as a waitress.
as a waitress.
What impressive skill did Jane develop as a waitress? She became able to carry 13 plates at once without using a tray. How long did it take Jane to save enough money for the ticket? It took just 4 months. 4 months.
Only 4 months?
Yeah,
Then,
because she got very good skill, okay? She got a high-paying job.
oh my god.
And what date did Jane find a sail for Africa?
In April 3, which was
She bought a ship on March 13, okay? What was the name of the ship Jane traveled on?
It's called Kenya Castle.
Kenya Castle. How old was Jane when she left for Africa?
23.
Wow,
22.
too young, okay? How did Jane react to the rough sea voyage compared to other passengers? While others fell sick, Jane enjoyed the movement at the front of the ship. Wow, she got a strong leg, you know. How did she got sea leg, you know? How did sun affect Jane during the voyage? While others were scorched, Jane's skin simply started to tan. Okay, tan means to become black. What did Jane finally arrive in Kenya? 1957, on April 3rd. What was special about the day Jane arrived in Africa?
Because it was her 23
Birthday. According to a map, what is the capital of city of Kenya? Nairobi. Okay, tell me the whole story.
It's about Jane Goodall.
Mm-hmm.
When she thought the school was so bored, so she thought she could make another job, and she helped her Aunt Molly's kind of cleaning, but she just quit it. Then she wanted to have some money so she can go to Africa. So she went to the she did a waitress. So she have some money.
Mm-hmm.
So when she went to Africa, it was a special day because it was her 23rd birthday.
What about the struggle with traditional schooling? Tell me about it.
The traditional schooling, she thought the school was so bored, so she just have a boarding school.
Okay. What about limited career option in the 1950?
1950.
Yeah. So older women
Can
job options
job options
for women, you know, limited. What? To teaching, nursing, secretary. Okay. What about searching for purpose in London?
Searching for purpose in London.
Tell me about job career.
She have been a nurse, she helped Molly's
Uh-huh.
clinic.
And a physical therapy clinic at Oxford University. What about the other job?
The other job is she is a waitress and a waiter.
Yeah, found a more creative role at film production company.
Mm-hmm.
But did she feel satisfied with it?
She feels satisfied.
What about turning point?
The turning point is that
A friend, close friend, invited her to Kenya. What about the determination departure? At the time, she didn't have enough money for the ticket to Kenya. So what did she have to do?
So she needs to make some money.
Okay, work as a waitress.
Yeah.
Why do you think she got high-paying job?
She has a high-paid job because she can hold 13 places at one time.
Wow, that was a very fantastic kind of job, okay? Good job.